Tombstone, Arizona Territory, January 16, 1882. Neil Wheaton, one of Clay Hollister's new deputies. Wheaton liked guns. They were his weakness.
Get it fixed?
Nothing to it. I ain't been stuck. Man should look after the tools of his trade. Could save his life.
Or get him killed. You going to the funeral?
Them things depress me.
I think you ought to go.
You being there ought to be enough.
Ordinarily it would be, but this time is different.
What's so different about it, Clay?
You killed the man.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
January 17, 1882. Another man had been buried on Boot Hill, killed in the line of duty by Neil Wheaton.
Satisfied?
With a new gun, you have to be careful. Got to be checked out.
They do that at the factory.
Well, they claim they do, but I heard of a fellow once, had him a new 6-gun. First time he went to fire it, barrel was clogged and blew up in his hand. Nothing like that's going to happen to me.
Oh, I don't imagine it will. I'm wanting to talk to you.
Got a suspicion he wasn't hanging around for nothing.
Look, I'll lay it right on the line. You go too fast with your gun.
I do my job.
Maybe you do it too well.
You're talking loco, Clay.
3 weeks ago, I hired you because I needed another deputy. I hoped you'd make the grade.
And?
And ever since then, you've been in one shooting scrape after another.
Wasn't any of it my doing. They all drew on me first.
It's a peace officer's job to hold down trouble, not bring it on.
Are you saying I'm fired, Clay?
Now, let's just call it a warning. You're first and last.
January 18, 1882.
The Oriental Saloon.
Let's go.
Look, nobody's gonna tell me when to leave.
I'll handle it. All right, mister. Fun's over. Put up your gun.
Keep out of this. This ain't none of your affair.
I don't want any trouble. If you're smart, you won't either. Do like I say. Come on. Holster your gun. We'll forget all about it.
All right. But tell your deputy over there to put away his.
Is he?
He's gonna be all right. There wasn't any reason for gunplay, Neil.
Anytime a man points a gun at me, you better use it. Real quick.
You know there wasn't any danger as well as I do.
Wood Hill's full of men who thought that way. I don't believe in being careless. Getting hungry, I'm gonna put on the feed bag if you've had your say.
Not quite. Give me your badge.
you're not right for a lawman, Neil. Your gun hand moves too quick. By the time your thinking catches up, it's too late. But Neil, remember this. This town is full of quick guns. There's always somebody just a little bit faster than you are.
Not in Tombstone, there ain't.
Hello, Neil. I see you lost your badge.
Yeah, permanently. Sheriff thinks I'm too fast with my protection.
Have one on the house.
No, thanks. Makes a man careless. I like to be able to tell my friends from my enemies.
Got any plans as to what you're going to do now?
Mm-hmm. Thought maybe I'd come to work for you.
Doing what?
Thing I do best. Got a nice place here, Richie. Nicest in town. Could be better with protection.
Well, we've got Hollister and all the other deputies.
Sure you have, but they can't be everywhere at once. If you had your own gun on the premises, it could save you a lot of headaches.
Sounds like a good proposition. With your reputation, you might hold down trouble. I'll think it over.
Has to be now. The Crystal Palace has already made me an offer.
All right, Neil. But remember, your job is to hold down trouble. I don't want any customers shot.
Oh, of course not. You're a good businessman.
When you want to come to work.
Maybe you didn't know it, but I was on the job when I walked in.
Oh, Harris.
Hello, Clay.
Ready for some dinner?
Oh, I can't right now, Clay. Say, here, you fired Neil Wheaton.
Come on, that's yesterday's news. You ought to read the epitaph.
The most interesting item isn't in there. I didn't get the information till after we'd gone to press. Your ex-deputy has a new job. House gun at the Oriental.
I thought Richie had better sense than that.
I can see the future headlines now. Violence flares at the Oriental. Neil Wheaton, former deputy, was forced to shoot.
All right. I know how it'll read.
Nothing to do about it, I suppose.
No. Just wait and hope. No dinner, huh?
January 25, 1882. Neil Wheaton had been on his new job a week.
Evening, Hollister.
How's it going, Richie?
Quieter than a sleeping hound. Been that way ever since word got out about Neil.
He had to do anything to earn his pay yet?
Business is good. Trouble staying away from my door.
So far.
January 27, 1882, Friday night. The traditional night for the big ranchers to come to Tombstone.
It's too cool a night to be sweating, Richie.
It's been a bad night for my housemen.
Thought someone must be breathing hot on your pocketbook.
Three Kings.
Every time Matt McCord comes to town, he takes me for a bundle. He's already clipped the house for $9,000. Oh, he wants more money. I better get it out of the safe.
You want me to hex McCoy?
Yeah, you do that. Be worth a lot to me, an awful lot.
I'll raise 200.
Keep your hands above the table, McCoy.
You calling me a cheat?
I'm not calling you anything, just a warning.
Let's play cards.
I pass.
I call. 3 ladies. Beats 3 jacks.
That's all, gentlemen. This game's called for tonight.
Something new, ain't it, Wheaton?
Just decided to put it into effect. Do you mind?
Suits me. I can find plenty of places to gamble.
Not if you win the way you did here.
I'm not looking for a fight, Wheaton, but I'm not backing down from one either.
Then we understand each other.
I don't think I know what you mean.
Leave it.
Now look!
Just leave your winnings on the table. These men ought to have their money back, and so should the house. McCord won too much and too often, to be honest. If he hadn't been a cheat, he wouldn't have drawn.
Have you gone completely loco? Why'd you want to do a thing like that?
You wanted the game broken up. It was your idea.
Didn't say anything about gunning, McCord.
You said to hex him.
You were fired, Neil, as of right now.
You said it'd be worth a lot to you. You owe me $500 and a raise in salary, and I'm sure you're a man who pays his honest debts.
That's blackmail.
Let's say it's good business, huh? Water. Hello, Clay. Glad you got here. I just had to shoot Matt McCord in self-defense.
January 27, 1882. Later that evening, Clay Hollister investigated the killing of popular rancher Matt McCord.
What's your version?
Well, after Neil accused him, Matt reached for his gun
And I defended myself.
You keep out of this.
What are you getting all worked up over, Clay? It ain't as if I gunned him down without a chance.
McCord wasn't any hand with a gun.
Man wants to act like a fool. Ain't my lookout.
From what I hear, you didn't give him any choice. Did you see it?
I don't know about the cheating part, but I heard McCord went for his gun first. Sorry this happened, Hollister. Hiring Neil seemed like a good idea at the time.
Well, I can't blame you much. I made the same mistake myself. Thing to do is what I did. Fire him.
Well, maybe it won't happen again. I'll give him one more chance.
Sure, it'll happen again. Another legal murder for Neil Wheaton.
He's got you real scared, hasn't he, Richie?
Of course he hasn't. If I want to get rid of Neil, I'd do it. Now let's have one on the house and forget all about it.
No, thanks. I had enough for tonight and from now on.
Better luck next time, Clay.
You got a bad case of gun fever, Neil. Only cure I know for it's a bullet.
Want to try me?
Only if I have to. Like I said before, it's a peace officer's job to keep down trouble, not bring it on.
Just as you say. Anytime you're ready, say the word. Now that we've settled that, have a seat. We'll play some showdown.
You got more important things to do.
Such as?
There's a nice straight road out of town. Use it.
The only way I'm leaving is feet first.
If that's the way you want it, that's the way it'll be.
Go ahead, I'll give you the jump.
No, I don't want to kill you. Just do like I say.
You're fast, but not that fast. What are you waiting for? Go on.
Won't ask you again. Next time I'll...
There won't be any next time, and you know it.
Some said Clay Hollister had walked away rather than face Neil Wheaton's gun. In Tombstone, that wasn't the popular thing to do. Hello, Clay.
Yes?
You know George Pickett and Walter Henry.
Take a seat.
This isn't a social call, Hollister.
Matt McCord was a friend of ours. We want to know what you're going to do about his killing.
I've already served notice on Neil to leave town.
Doesn't seem to register too strong. He's still around.
Still working for Richie, too.
We don't want to pressure you, Hollister. But if you don't do something about Wheaton, we will.
Like what, for instance?
Matt McCord had a lot of friends in this part of the country. They're mighty stirred up.
I see. Anything else?
Guess that's about all we have to say.
We mean it.
As you can see, people are stirred up.
Yeah, well, it's a funny thing about people. They love to see a fight, but they're so sad when somebody gets killed.
Well, that's human nature. You got a reputation to uphold, Clay. If you don't act soon, you might have to leave town yourself. I wouldn't like to see that.
Well, what do you want me to do? Pick a fight and force a shootout? Well, I'm a peace officer, not a hired gun. I didn't mean to shout at you.
If it helps, go ahead.
Well, it helps, but it doesn't change the situation. I think I'll take a walk.
Any place in particular?
Have a talk with Neil. Where is he, Richie?
If you mean Neil, he took the day off.
Where did he go?
If he never comes back, I won't miss him.
Why haven't you fired him yet?
I can't.
You mean you're afraid to?
What difference does it make? He's got his hands around my throat, and I can't pry him loose.
Maybe I can do it for you.
Neil's got you buffaloed, too. Otherwise, you'd have taken care of him
All
by
right,
now.
Richie. Just what is it between the two of you?
Neil's blackmailing me for the McCord killing. Says I told him to do it, and I'd pay for the service.
Well, you should have told me that before.
I know it. I didn't think it'd do any good.
You thought wrong.
Just a minute. Get me out of this, Hollister, and it's worth $1,000 to you.
You never learn, do you, Richie?
What do you mean?
You can't buy everything. This is my job.
That's what people have been saying.
You tell Neil that I'm looking for him.
Storm coming up? Yeah. The afternoon of January 29. It was to be a day of decision.
Wallace? Harris?
Care for some?
No, thank you.
Helps me to get through a long afternoon.
Have you seen Neil?
Earlier? One thing I don't understand, Clay. How come you haven't clamped down on him?
Well, I'm tired of settling every argument with a gun.
We're living in a lawless time, Clay. Sometimes, unfortunately, it takes violence to stop violence. You're the only law we have here. People expect you to meet the issue head on.
Meet it head on. Well, what does that mean? Shoot it out with Neil? Well, there's got to be another way because legally Neil hasn't broken the law yet. Sometimes it feels like the only answer to every problem in Tombstone's a bullet. I was hoping it'd be different. I was hoping...
Hey, you want to talk to me, Clay?
I do.
I've been hoping you'd make this mistake.
I'm waiting.
It's my pleasure.
Careful. There might be mud in that barrel. Could be clogged, blow up. Like with the fella you were telling me about. What's the matter, boy? Don't you like the odds? Well, I didn't favor McCord either, but he took the chance. You say you've been waiting for this. Go ahead.
I want to check my gun.
That'd be a mistake. You make one move for your gun, I go for mine.
You're pushing me to an unfair fight.
I'm pushing you to leave Tombstone, boy.
I said the only way I'd leave was feet first.
That's what you said.
Chances are there isn't any mud in the barrel.
Then the chances are it won't blow up in your hand. Now go for your gun or move out. Want to use it? You're a lucky man, Neil. I'm giving you a chance to live. Take it. Out of town.
Thought this might interest you. Editor of the El Paso paper sent it to me.
Oh? Neil Wheaton killed by Madden Roberts. Another victim was added to Madden Roberts' growing list when today he shot and killed. Kind of thought Neil would be headed back this way sometime. I guess now he won't be. Always somebody just a little bit faster.
Fella here says he'd like a crack at that deputy's job we got open, Clay. Wants to be a lawman. Well, I'll be glad to take.
We got business. Need some help?
No, we can handle it.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'Cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory.